Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Come on, set. 15, 1, 15 left.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step right.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the red zone now, Winston. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Wait. Watch the run.
Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Go.
This is Barkley. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over. Maybe even
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your leg.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Jameis now on 1st down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Cameron Brate in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the 2nd half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the 2nd half.
Could be a big turnaround. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Winston. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ndamukong Suh picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And Tate's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Ready. 54. Mike's 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Go.
Now Saquon Barkley. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Winston. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
If they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's Barkley on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready? Flags, what you got? 6, mate. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
To throw is Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. On play action, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 2nd and 9, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
All day, every day, any day.
A first down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones now. On 1st and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, that's complete to Gallman. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. It's caught, Shepard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. It's caught inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Jones, from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's gonna let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Delta.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Focus, defense, focus. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Let's go, let's go.
Winston here to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep this time for Miller. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they